Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Swissman 15, and welcome back to another online battle for Medieval 2 Total War. This one is from the Teutonic expansion between me and Captain Invisible. I play as Moors and Captain Invisible plays as Lithuania. This is just a 1v1. It was really close and a lot of fun. So let's bring you over, and since it's just a 1v1, we can go through slow-mo, see all the things as they happen rather than skipping through, because this will be quicker, supposedly. He's got a serpentine, as you can see, firing away over at my men. I'm cowering behind this hill to protect myself. So he's got 2 Baltic archers and 2 units of Latvian crossbowmen. Somewhere's the other unit. There it is. For his infantry, he's got a few dismounted Bajorija. I think they have at least... No, this looks like an experience upgrade. And also on his Semi-Gutovian axemen, he's got some Fathers Opportunus. No upgrades. His cavalry... seemingly unupgraded. He's got his Bajorija, General's Bodyguard, unupgraded, more General's Bodyguard, 2 of them, and more Shivik Knights and Bajorija. So a total of 6 cav, or what, 5 cav? 5 cav! Captain, how dare you. He actually doesn't like cav as much in the expansions. He doesn't see much of a use for it. Anyway, he's got a bunch of the 4 Semi-Gutovian axemen, actually. And some Guiltons chosen in the back of his ranks, 2 of them. And then some dismounted Bajorija, and also more followers of Opportunus, which is also a really cool unit. It's like, they're like religious fanatics on steroids. For my army, we have some peasant crossbowmen, not just any peasant crossbowmen you know, of course they have the long range. Nasty surprise, as it says in the description. I've got 4 units of dismounted Christian Guard for the bulk of my infantry, and on the sides I have 4 units of Latuma Spearmen, all with armored attack. My cavalry is comprised of, I think this is my old build for the Moors. Yes, I believe so. So all of these are hiding, actually, so you should know. So Captain can't actually see them or target them. I kept them hidden for their own safety. I've got 1 unit of Arab cavalry, 4 units of Christian Guard with attack, and 2 units of Turek Camel Spearmen with armored attack. This is not my better build. I have a new better build of the Moors with using 2 bodyguard units. It's a lot better. Not a lot better, but it's decently better. So for this phase, nothing's really happening, so I will be going through it. I thought there was something wrong with it because of the timing here. It ends at 1651, and yet we're way past that. Are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, no. I just didn't math for a while. I thought it was only, I thought it was 1,651, not 1, you know what I'm trying to say. 16,000. What? Yeah, 16,000, okay. Anyway, so over here, Captain's just rearranging his Serpentine. I'm trying to get up on this hill, maybe get some shots off at him. I actually do kill a few of his Baltic archers in an initial volley over here, 6 of them lay dead. But nothing too major or crushing to his cause. So again, nothing really going. I believe he actually gets some shots off with his Serpentine on my Christian Guard at some point. Not yet, actually. I think he starts shooting right about now. Nothing there. They sort of missed. Yep, he gets one lonely Christian Guard. The first unit of my army dead, and then a couple more slain afterward. So I decide, you know what, I'm going to hide them in this forest where they just don't have an angle to shoot at me. Those annoying serpentine bastards is the general consensus. And we're at a bit of a Mexican standoff at this point because neither of us can really advance given the terrain. If I go, it's just certain death because he's got a near cliff here. He can't really advance up that, especially with the serpentine will blast me to shreds on the mission over. And of course, if he comes down, then I will have an opportunity to lay waste to him as well. We were in a voice chat during this time as well, so Captain and I were sort of joking around. Probably let the time pass a little bit faster without really reasoning what's going on. So at this point, literally nothing is happening. He's not firing, no crossbow movements, no one is moving. It's just us sort of in a stalemate. I think at most I'm moving around some of my infantry trying to determine what I could do. Yeah, nothing going on here. Oh, yep. I actually moved my Lantuma Spearman out this way. Thought I was waiting for probably more. And at this point, Captain Invisible making a new move. He's starting to go down this way, which is a fair area to be in, actually. I basically have this hill, but I use this opportunity to advance forward my crossbowmen, trying to get them into position. Now, slow down for this. He's already sending out his cavalry, and I'm just like, oh crap, I'm not in any position to handle this. As you can see, I got spearmen way out here, my infantry here, my cav sort of misaligned here, and he's sending cav at me, and I'm just not reacting at this point. So I'm setting out my Christian Guard in response finally, all of them, or at least 3 of them. Okay, all of them. And my bodyguard, and I think I send my infantry soon after, but... So he's coming in, he peels 1 off, but the other 2 still going in for the charge. On the bright side, I do sort of get... No, not in there in time at all. He actually smashes 2 of my peasant crossbow units with his General's Bodyguard and Bajorija. Or Shivering Knights, actually. And he's actually got his Followers Fortunas coming out. He's got his Latvian crossbows down here, and his Baltic archers strategically still up on the hill, along with his Serpentine, which is still not doing anything. So I'm going, I think, for a rear charge, or... countercharge against his Followers Fortunas, which is pretty effective. They're not going to handle. And a charge in the back of my own men. How smart. So I got my own cav coming out, and now this is probably not a good situation. I'm setting in my cav for a charge here. More or less, decent charge against Bajorija, killing about half of them, but this unit is going to be dead, these Christian Guard. I also got my camels coming in, hopefully to rout some cav, but then I realized, oh, this is a bad place to be for my cav, so I'm pulling out quickly as I can, but I already lost 1 Christian Guard unit in the process. Now you can see I got all the rest of my cav moving and my infantry coming in. Captain Invisible, he's sort of filling up in this area. He's got 2 lines sort of forming right now between his infantry, 1 here and then 1 back line, and then even more back here. I don't know why he's got Followers of Fortunas way out there, but they're kind of useless out in the boondocks like that. So now I got my spearmen coming in first. Apparently, they're not going to be able to, Captain can't really charge them, actually, given that they are spearmen. They'll probably do better on the charge than he. Also got my Arab cavalry going on a long way around, because they're fast enough probably to make the trek in time. So now I got the first infantry unit engaging here, just some spearmen, all alone at this point, but reinforcements on the way. It's coming in with a charge here. Let's see how it does. It takes out some of my Christian Guard, but luckily they were able to avoid most of it. And hopefully my camels managed to rout this unit of General's Bodyguard. Ooh, more troops coming in, but I think I sort of saved them. Not really. Partially saved them with my own Christian Guard with the counter charge here. So now we got a bit of a cluster. I'm trying to get my Christian Guard to the back, kill out these cav, but they're routing, which sucks. The cav is not going off to a great start. You can see I've got, what is that? Lantumo Spearmen all the way out here, but mostly just back here, so they're kind of safe. Captain has not engulfed them yet, but they're really on their own. They're going to rout any second, probably. But I do have my Arab cavalry coming in from the rear. Let's go to some half-speed, maybe, so we can look at the fighting and see what's going on a little bit better. We got some routing Bajorija. You can see the Axemen fighting my Christian Guard. Oh, sorry, bro. You are dead. These camels can't actually kill anything. They're really bad at fighting. They're just there to rout the cav. Look at the hail of arrows, actually. His Baltic archers, at least this one's got a pretty good angle. 2 of my spearmen not doing anything, just taking missile fire, so they're kind of being useless. I got my Christian Guard going for rear charge here, but he's got his own Bajorija there to respond in a timely fashion. And my camels are routing. You can see I've got a pretty big hole right now in my lines that he can exploit with his excess infantry. I'm not really doing anything with the rest of mine. I'm just trying to take this hill, it seems. I got some scraps of Christian Guard that have returned from routing. Lantumo's routing as well. Yes! The Arab cavalry! The cavalry! Yes! They came in from behind, but now they're just sort of going to walk in through and probably die in the process. Trying to get a rear charge here. Because they don't even have their spears out. Just their swords. But I'm just trying to maybe rout these guys, do what I can. But these Semi-Juko and Axemen are fine. Gilton's chosen as well. Doesn't seem that like these Arab cavalry are doing anything productive whatsoever. So now we got, finally my spearmen are finally engaging over here. But they are taking a lot of missile fire and a lot of damage from them as well. I got my general finally in the mix. I kind of left him behind, but now he's here to take on any Bajorija that come through. And I think my Arab cavalry routed? Yes, they are broken and fighting to the death. They have done their job. They killed some archers, and now they're done. Luckily, he is trying to attack my spearmen with some cav, also the axemen, which will do better, but on the bright side, at least I'll kill some of his cavalry, make sure he can't do any rear charges. You can see now I got to my center is completely broken. He's smashed through, and he hasn't quite exploited it yet. I mean, he got his dismounted Bajorija through, but I charged them, just trying to lay waste to them before they can do anything deadly. He's also got some axemen through, but there you're not going anywhere. Trying for a charge with my general here doesn't really work out, given that he's on a hill. Oh, that guy just flew for no reason. Sorry, bro. The followers for Katunas are taking on my spearmen up here. Kind of an even fight. Neither of them have much armor, so it's actually beneficial to my Lantumas fighting an armored piercing unit there. Now over on this side, my Lantumas have returned, some of my Christian Guard as well. And again, giant hole in the center. Whew, he just got shot. Oh, wow, you came in nowhere to die. And now we got a general engagement. We both have similar armor as well. For our generals, kind of both really strong general units opposed to the Western generals that have good charges. Wow, crossbows. These guys are actually really strong in melee. Don't underestimate them whatsoever. And at this point, what is it? 56 to 55, so it's dead even right now between who could win and lose. He's got my spearmen sort of surrounded, which is really unfortunate because these guys are not the best in fighting to begin with. Luckily, my crossbows are completely safe, and I got more Christian Guard returning, along with camels. Yes, camels to the rescue on a rear charge, but they don't have the same scare effect against infantry. Come on, kill this guy. Yes, camel killed someone. Not the camel, but the guy on it. No. Ooh, here is the general of Captain Invisible, fighting strongly against my own, but he's down to what, 14, and my own is down to 14. And I seize this opportunity to go for a rear charge uphill. Probably, I'm not anticipating the best of results with this charge, but just trying to maybe get enough morale effect to maybe rout one of these units. The followers are not... Wow, that's actually a lot stronger than I thought it would be for going uphill, but it is at their back, so it's pretty good. And that's probably enough to actually rout all of these guys here. They are shaken, and there goes 1, 2, 3, they're all routing, so this is a great step forward. You can see a jump in my own 9% ahead now instead of just 1% difference. So it's a wonderful step in the right direction for me. And now he's got his skeleton shows an even better position for my general's bodyguard to be the MVP and go for another rear charge here. Sort of staking through, and that's a very powerful charge too. But these Gilton's Chosen will not rout so easily, even though they are fighting Christian Guard. He's got his own cavalry sort of back here, Bajorija that returned, his general as well. But luckily I got my spearmen here, hopefully to do some damage. Oh, poor guy. Yes, crossbows, kill off the cavalry. And now I got my own general going in after these crossbows, hopefully. Because now it's probably going to come down to archers, given that I have very little infantry left. Just some spearmen. He's got his own Gilton's Chosen here, holding off the rest of my infantry, so he's not short in ability, especially quality troops here. So look at this cav cluster. Oh, poor guy. Dying here. I got some of my Arab cavalry back, but they're not going to do much damage whatsoever because, you know, they're just too light to really handle anything. But they are fighting alongside my general, so props to them for doing good work. So now I can probably go back to regular speed. Just not much more going on besides Baltic archers up over here and his own archers and the cavalry engagement. I'm trying to save my general at this point because I think if I lose him, the battle's certainly going to be lost. But now 11% advantage, so it's definitely in my favor at this point. Just slightly, but his hope is to kill my general, I bet. That's probably the one thing he can do. He's the only one left in the cav unit, and he's got some general's bodyguard running alongside. How? Aw, it was going to be so majestic. Run together instead of fighting. So now he's retreating his Latvian crossbows up the hill. His Baltic archers laying waste to my Lantumas over here. And he's still got Gilton's Chosen fighting me off. These guys are a hardy unit. They will not break for anyone, but they are just in too few number to really dent my infantry at this point, or at least what's left of them. But now he's got his general's bodyguard, which is going to be strong enough to probably take out this Christian Guard unit in this charge. So 12% lead until now, because look at that. Pretty good charge by his general's bodyguard. Bringing it down back to 10%. But I'm trying to just engulf this unit and probably delay it as long as I can. dwindling down. It's not enough to take out my infantry, especially with spearmen there. And then with this dead general, probably the sole factor in deciding that I am going to win this battle at this point, in addition to the fact that I am ahead unit-wise. So basically, Captain's just got that 4 cav. I've got my own general coming into the rear. But I think he's going to get shot. Oh, come on, you can do it. Nope. Slain, all on his own out here. The only dead body up on this ridge, pretty much, besides a few archers. The rest of them all died here. So he didn't even die with his army. What a coward. No, he fought bravely in the center. You can just see, look at all the cav that was back and forth, routing and killing each other in the center. The lines, both here and here. A lot of dead axemen over here. I'm surprised, because I lost a lot more units than I thought on this side. My Christian Guard didn't really hold out. Didn't fare too well in the center. You can see the scraps of the infantry I have left. Just some Lantuma spearmen together, about, what, 30, 40 of them. And some Christian Guard, a handful of them, just 20. So my infantry is severely weakened. Apparently I'm rushing my Christian Guard forward to take out these Baltic archers, which is probably not advisable since they're all on their own. But let's speed it up in any case. He's got actually some, whoa, not that much. Some Bajorija coming in for a rear charge. I think I killed off his general's bodyguard once and for all. And my Christian Guard are routing, which sucks. So literally it's coming down to archers. The problem is that he's got cav to kill mine. As you see now, what is it? An 8% difference between our armies. I'm just trying to take out this cav before it does anything, and yes, I do. Those two die together at the same time, and they actually crisscross. Oh, they're like lovers. Lover cav. Hey, there were some gay people in the Middle Ages. You don't know their life. They are in purple, pretty flamboyant colors. I think they are gay. Gay horsemen, it's alright. So over here we got the Latvian crossbows trying to get in range. Luckily they don't have the same range as my own peasant crossbows. And I'm trying to get my own Lantumas, probably to hold them off while my crossbows do the most of the work here. Come on, Lantuma. They are probably evenly matched at this point, but luckily the sport of the archers is probably too much for these guys to handle right now. The Serpentine's still firing. He probably didn't get his money worth out of it, just given the fact that he probably killed, like, what, 10, 20 troops with it before it probably wasn't kind of pointless, because his lines and mine were pretty meshed together. If he shot, he would risk hitting his own just as much as hitting mine, so it's just a wildcard factor if he did that. So he probably kept it off. I didn't notice any blasts anyway. And we are winning the battle, which is nice. Wow. Lots of arrows just killing all these Latvian crossbows, for all it's worth. So let's speed up a little bit more. You can see that my Lantuma's making progress up the ridge, trying to go after the Serpentine, but sort of having to grind their way through. And one routes, and probably soon followed by the other. So now it's literally down to archers. My numerical advantage alone is enough to allow me to win. I can probably just shoot him to death. Yeah, take out everything before you know it. I do believe he actually does a nice last charge with the remainder of troops that he has. What is that? That's, what, 3? Yeah, 3 separate units? No, 2 units, actually. Still firing. He had 4 before, I think. So now they're coming in. Let's see how far this man makes. Oh, now he's down to 2 crossbowmen just charging at it. They probably wouldn't even make it to my men if they could, but I think they're going to die from archer fire before anything else. If I remember correctly, they do. But we can watch him. He's brave enough to be facing on a hail of arrows, and even more. Okay, he's dead. Alright, let's see. Can this man make it further? Can you outlast your own brethren? Make it further than any other archer has ever made it before? Nope. You die at the exact same point. You did route too. And that is the end of the battle, so GG to Captain Invisible, and thank you for a wonderful battle. You can see he got a huge number of kills, 719, got the same exact amount of captures, so I only beat him by just 100 kills, which is not much, especially for 1v1. My own General's Bodyguard being the MVP, 153 kills. Campbell Spearman 5 and 3, they just don't kill, they really don't. Christian Guard mounted 88, that's not bad. Other than that, nothing special to report. Infantry-wise, present crossbows, 55 at the highest. 86 by someone, 2 more spearmen, so go you. 8 by some Christian Guard, pathetic. So anyway, good battle. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next battle. By the way, I've been doing bunches and tons of 2v2v2v2s for part of my 1,000 subscriber special, assuming I get there. Knock on wood, don't want to jinx anything. But it's been pretty hard. I'm trying to find the perfect battle. I've now adopted new rules, trying to make the most entertaining battle possible by making everyone bring the strongest army they possibly can. I've been in the HRE in every single one because I got to beat them in the 2v2v2v2 subscriber special. I also plan on doing a Q&A because some people did come in and say to me they still want to do it even though it's not winning in the polls. I know the historical theme battles also been doing pretty well, but I think the 2v2v2 and Q&A satisfies the most. I don't want to do 2 different battles. I feel like it's an overkill. So you can comment any questions you have here. I am going to make a specific video about it or poll for it later, but you can comment some of the Q&A questions here if you do have them and don't want to forget them or anything. So thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, my friends.